So in today's topic, that is industries, which is secondary sector. So in the industries, generally the questions comes from, first is what are the industries which the Telangana government is focusing, which the industries where the Telangana government is focusing, how Telangana government is focusing on creating the environment for industrial growth, trends in the sector. Next, the recent trends focusing on innovations and implementations. By combining all these things, the importance of the industrial sector. By combining all these aspects, we need to get the importance. So these are the focus of industrial sector in the Telangana economy. Now let's start with the industrial sector trends. So according to the government, the focus or increase in industrial sector is happening because of the industrial policies made by the government. The focus or the increase in income for the industrial sector or the focus of industries comes from the industrial policies of the government. Now these industrial policies shows what is the favorness, what is the favor which is being created, favorable conditions which are being created, favorable conditions which are being created by the government. So with these favorable conditions only, there will be increase in the industrial sector growth. With the favorable conditions that are being created by the government, will be creating the industrial sector growth. So whenever any government is there, whenever any concept of industrial growth comes, first it must be focusing on creating favorable environment for the industries. Now what are the favorable things which are required for industrial growth? First comes the infrastructure. Second, commerce. Third, easiness of establishment of industries. Now in the infrastructure itself, we should discuss or we should focus on SEZs created by the government, special economic zones created by the government for this. So for any industrial growth, we require favorable conditions. These favorable conditions should be in these aspects: how the infrastructure is present, how the commerce is going on, and how the ease of establishment of industries happens in the state. Whether it's a country, whether it's a states, there must be focus on these aspects. They must be focusing on these aspects. So when it comes to infrastructure, they looks regarding SEZs, location factors plays a crucial role. Now why the location factors plays a crucial role is, any industry or anything, it should have easiness to move towards the markets. Wherever the markets are present, it should be easiness to move to the market. For example, when you see the merchandise, whenever you see the merchandise sector, these industries will be available especially in the areas where it can be transporting the goods majorly to the urban areas. So it will be locating at a center where it can transport the goods which are produced easily to these urban areas. From urban areas, again it will be distributed to the rural areas, but it should be having a availability of access to the areas where it can spread easily. When you see the merchandise sector, when especially it is in the focus of both Gujarat and Maharashtra, where the goods can be transported all over India, as well as it can be transported to the states easily. So they focused over there. When it comes to Andhra Pradesh, it is focused in Anantapur. The reason is, from Anantapur it can be distributed to all the states, and all the states as well as the urban areas. Suppose if there is a fashion trend today, they will be producing the fashion trend and they will be shifting the trends towards the urban areas within 2 days after producing that. From that they can be distributing to all other areas. So they focus on location factors. So these SEZs, how they create the location factors, how they create the infrastructural facilities, how they make them easiness to or easy available to the market. So SEZs are created for those reasons. When it is coming to the commerce, it's nothing but creating environment for trade. Commerce means creating environment for trade. When we see commerce and trade, they will be both clubbed. Commerce means creating environment. Trade means buying and selling. It's a common thing. But commerce means it creates environment for trading. That's why the Flipkart, the Amazon, these are called as e-commerce websites. That means they are creating the environment through the basis of internet. So that's the reason why these are called as e-commerce websites. They are creating the environment of trade through internet. So commerce, how the government is focusing on creating the environment for trade, whether it may be in the online or through the normal platforms, how it is creating the environment for trade. Easiness of establishment of industries, it is in the consent of permitting, permissions, licenses, etc. How a state is focusing on the permissions, how a state is focusing on the licenses, that will be focused. So on these criteria only there will be establishment of industries. Now when you see the sectoral growth of industries in Telangana, sectoral growth of industries in Telangana, we discussed that yesterday that the agriculture is providing almost all 18% of GVA share, okay, whereas the industries provide 20.4 of the GVA comes from the secondary sector. It is providing an employment of 18% of working population. See, when they want to convert unorganized, towards organized, there should be formalization. That means they should be converted into formal industries, formalization. So first thing they need to require is, registration. Now to register, first thing they will be focusing on, if we register, what is the flexibility available to us, or what are the things which are available to us, then we will be registering. Then first, that's the reason why government is providing loans. So when the government is providing for cheaper loans, then there is no need for them to go for any money lender or any uninstitutional lenders. They can directly go for the institutional lenders. Now when they go for the institutional lenders, they require first thing, that is formalization. For any institutional lender, when you go for a bank వెళ్ళినప్పుడు ఖచ్చితంగా ఫార్మలైజేషన్ ఉండాలి. ఫార్మలైజేషన్ అంటే ఏదైతే కంపెనీకి వాళ్ళు లోన్ ఇస్తున్నారో అది ఇట్ షుడ్ బి రిజిస్టర్డ్ అండర్ ఎనీ యాక్ట్. Whether it is private company totally, then Companies Act. Whether it is a cooperative, then it should be under the Cooperatives Act. So ఏదో ఒక దాంట్లో రిజిస్ట్రేషన్ అయ్యి ఉంటేనే then it will be converted as formalized company. అప్పుడు గవర్నమెంట్ లోన్ ఇస్తుంది వాళ్ళకి. So that is the process of converting the unorganized sector into organized. But still there are many unorganized sectors which are not organized, through which the data is not properly collected. If it is unorganized, we converted totally into organized, then the data will be properly collected. Now when we see in this only, the manufacturing and construction provides almost all the employment to 10% of working population. That provides the employment to working population. That means 10% of this 18% working population are present in only two sectors, that is manufacturing and construction. Now when we see manufacturing, it will be compulsory a organized sector. When we see manufacturing, it will be having compulsory a manufacturing sector. Now why? The reason is, without converting themselves into organized sectors, they cannot purchase different goods. They cannot purchase the machinery, they cannot purchase the raw materials, they cannot purchase the chemicals which are required for the manufacturing process. Now to convert or to manufacture properly, they require conversion. That is converted into organized sector. Now constructions, do you think that all the constructions are into organized sector? No. But still these two are providing 10% of employment to the working population. So now according to the statistics, this 10% is almost all equal to 6.6% of total working population in Telangana. This 10% in manufacturing and construction is equal to total working population of Telangana, 6.6%. In this 10% of 18%, first in the 18% of working population, that means if Telangana is having 100% of working population, then 18% are into the secondary sector. Okay, secondary sector. Now in this secondary sector, from this 18%, 10% is being employed in the manufacturing and construction. 10% are being employed in the manufacturing and construction. 8% are in others.